Who is the most dangerous dragon in Westeros, and what color are the dragon bones? Hi everyone, my name is Alex and you are watching DINOMACHINE channel. The second season of House of the Dragon has come to an end. Man, that was something, right? As we know, chronologically, the events of the series precede the events of Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon shows events of the Civil War, which was called the Dance of the Dragons. And I've prepared top 5 dragons that took part in the dance. I base my opinion on 3 criteria to choose the best: how big the dragon is, how old it is, and how many battles it participated in. In addition, I will tell you interesting facts about George Martin's dragons and show you what kind of dragons we make. 5th place, Arrax. This is the first dragon that died during the Civil War. He was born in peacetime and was not tested in battle. Arrax was very young and had only recently started flying with a rider. Therefore, he became an easy prey for the dragon, which was much bigger and even more dangerous. His opponent was 5 times bigger than him. George Martin says that dragons never stop growing throughout their lives. Therefore, the older the dragon, the bigger it is. Arrax could have grown to a large size, but he did not have this opportunity. Rest in peace. 4th place, Malice. Malice was also called the Red Queen. She was considered the fastest dragon in Westeros in her youth. Malice got her name because of her color. She had red scales and her crest and horns were the color of copper. Initially, George Martin described her as cunning and experienced in battles, but then abandoned this image. Her last rider was Princess Rhaenys Targaryen. She joined her in the battle at the Rook's Rest and lost. Due to the lifestyle, almost no dragon died a natural death. Only Balerion the Black Dread died of old age. He was one of the 3 dragons involved in the conquest of Westeros. According to historians, this dragon lived for about 200 years, but dragon eggs can remain viable for about 150 years. You can buy one of these eggs from us. More details on our website. 3rd place, Cannibal. Not all dragons in Westeros were tamed, and Cannibal was one of them. He lived on Dragonstone and devoured other dragons and sometimes unsuccessful tamers. This beast was black in color and its eyes glowed green. The Cannibal is the largest and the oldest of the wild dragons. However, some residents of Dragonstone claim that the Cannibal had been living on the island even before the Targaryens arrived. If this is true, then it makes Cannibal one of the oldest dragons, and this explains why he emerged victorious from almost all the battles. Cannibal was one of the few who survived the Dance of the Dragons. One of the most frequent requests that we receive when making dragons is the desire to make them fire-breathing. We achieve this effect by integrating a smoke machine right into our model. Such a dragon can not only be a centerpiece of the theme park, but also become a part of the show. 2nd place, Vermithor the Bronze Fury. At the time of the outbreak of the war, Vermithor was almost 100 years old and was one of the largest dragons. His scales were bronze, but it's really hard to envy his riders. Vermithor had a terrible temper, which is why he got his nickname. It was solely because of his behavior at the beginning of the series that he did not get a rider. However, he was eventually mounted by one of the Targaryen bastards, Hugh Hammer. Unlike the bones of other living creatures, the bones of dragons are black in color. This is due to the high iron content in their bodies. They are highly valued by merchants. Knives and bows are often made from them. DINOMACHINE can produce an authentic dragon skull in any size. It can decorate the interior of the living room or become a design element of a themed bar. 1st place, Vhagar. This is the largest and the oldest Targaryen dragon. She took part in the conquest of Westeros. At the time of the beginning of the Dance of Dragons, Vhagar was already 190 years old. Such an impressive age allowed her to grow to a huge size. This and her vast combat experience have made her one of the most dangerous opponents. During her long life, Vhagar had acquired a nasty temper and did not want to obey an inexperienced rider. George Martin compared the intelligence of dragons to that of dogs. They are intelligent and have their own unique characters, but they are not able to speak and think like Tolkien's dragons, for example. They can also be trained and know the commands, and they will be strongly attached to their master. I know what you're thinking, and where's Caraxes? This bloodthirsty and dangerous dragon took an active part in the Dance of Dragons and will manifest himself in the series in the future. If I could, I would put him in the 1st place. Those who read the book would understand me, right? So far, he has shown himself poorly, but his main battle is still ahead. Therefore, the audience award goes to Caraxes and his rider Daemon. Comment what kind of dragon you want us to make.